Hello. This is going to also be posted on GoFundMe, so if things go all over the place, forgive me. For the people who came here expecting to see a gameplay upload, because those aren't happening anytime soon, because I have no computer to record gameplay with. The Xbox streaming to Twitch isn't possible out here in the middle of there, but we'll see where that goes in a few months, and we might just push everything over to Twitch, but that's not why I'm here. Well, seeing as how I mentioned GoFundMe, this video is going to be linked to GoFundMe. I'm going to try and keep it less than 3 minutes, but who knows what happens with my ADD and all that other stuff. So let's start from the bottom. September 2017, I bought an 07 Ford Focus with $1,500 worth of damages needed to be done, repaired to it internally, mechanically, and of course, I was working for Pizza Hut at the time as a driver. I couldn't afford this shit. So I had driven to Iowa and came back for an airsoft event and had the car completely break down on me in Benton Harbor in October, the first weekend of October, the 7th and 8th. I believe it was the weekend of the 7th and 8th. I don't think I got home till the 9th or 10th. I spent days down there. Reached out to the Credit Acceptance Corporation to see if they'd be willing to help fix the car. Of course, they're like, oh yeah, send us a repair estimate. And then after that, they basically told me to go fuck myself. So at that point, the car was unsafe to drive. There was a lot of miles on it. Some miles that doesn't really add up. So don't really know what's going on there. But they're currently suing me after letting this car sit in this yard for literally a year. This car was surrendered back in December of 2017. Voluntarily surrendered. The car company refused to come get it. They would let it sit here in the yard and rot. I actually talked to the towing company employee who came over last December to help me get into my car because I had thought I locked my keys in there, but my dad actually stole my car keys from me and locked them in his gun safe. Claimed he thought that they were his lawnmower keys. Now, I don't know of any lawnmower ever made that has power locks and an emergency alarm button and a trunk release. So that happened. That same guy who actually came to let me into my car for free from Diversified Towing and Recovery out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, actually contacted his boss, and the car company does not want to come get the car. They declared my account delinquent, and they are suing me for $4,600 something plus attorney fees. And I only set this goal for $3,500 because I'm going to go offer them $1,500 for this piece of crap car. Now, for those of you who don't believe me that the car is still sitting in my yard, ignore me while I drink this cup of coffee. Now, the vehicle in question is actually still sitting in the driveway. Huh, what about that? It's still sitting here. They are suing me. And I've had a few people say, oh no, they're not suing you. They're not suing you. This is the second manila folder that I have received from their attorney company. I only flashed that just so I don't want to show my public address to everybody. Rosen, Varchetti, and Olivier, PLLC, Mount Clemens, Michigan. Credit Acceptance Corp versus Joseph Michikaitis IV. Now, this is a thick load of paper. Thick. It's like 20 or 30 pages of paper right there. So, what's my plan with the money if I make any money off of this GoFundMe? Now, I don't expect to make anything off of this. The last few times that people have suggested making a GoFundMe for various things, they've never really ended up panning out. One of them was to try and get my car repaired forever ago. The other one was to try and get into a safer car for work that was not the Focus. This was before I received the Focus. And actually, as a matter of fact, we will go show you exactly what broke on the Focus. When these two parts broke on the Focus, I was doing 75 miles an hour. Mind you, highway speeds. Highway speeds. Okay? So, if you're going that fast and something like that breaks, well, let's see, where is it? Because I thought they were right, I know it's right here in this box somewhere, but I've put so much other stuff in this box.
It's kind of hard to keep track of all my stuff lately. I've been a depressive wreck, to be completely honest. This court case is weighing down on me mentally and emotionally, and I don't really know where to turn, what to do, or etc., etc. Now, of course, we have the first piece of the serpentine belt that completely, the idler pulley seized, disintegrated. I don't know if any of you guys know what an idler pulley is or looks like, but it's usually on the side mount of your engine where your belt is at. Mine completely seized and took my belt in half. Half. Like, this is just one piece of the belt. It's a full big old chunk of the belt. In half. Now, the other chunk is somewhere around here, but I don't know where. Ah, there it is. I see it sticking out of the drawer here. That must mean the bearing is down here, too. Oh, man, everything is so scattered lately. I should really be more prepared to do these kinds of things, honestly. But, so, for the fun part now, let me show you exactly this other belt here. Let me find a better spot to stand, and we will check this out. So, you saw the other half of that belt. Here's the rest of it. In all of my years of looking at cars, seeing what's wrong with other people's cars, I have never, ever, ever seen a belt break like this. Ever. The belt split completely in half like this, and then snapped like this, basically creating two nice-sized white chunks of belt. So not only did it snap like that, it also completely snapped long ways, giving us two sections of belt. Now, the idler pulley I cannot seem to locate at the moment, but what I will tell you about that is it is bent on the inside. It was never completely inspected, which led me to believe that there was more wrong with this car than what I was told, which led to me putting it in the driveway. Now, among other things with that vehicle, there was suspension issues, there was brake issues. The brakes on the vehicle were terrible when I got it. The tires on the vehicle did not match when I got it. The suspension was wearing down unevenly on all four tires, and especially on the inside walls of the back tires. The back tire on the right side, right rear passenger tire, on the inside closest to the suspension line for the vehicle, was actually rubbing the tire down as I drove that car, and I didn't realize it. So I was basically stuck with this lemon of a vehicle. And I know I said I was going to make this take 3 minutes, but welcome to minute 8. If you're still here, thank you, and I appreciate it. But as this is going to GoFundMe, the money that is getting hopefully raised from this will be going to not only try to A, offer credit acceptance a tiny, pitiful amount of money for the lemon they decided to leave in the yard. B, an attorney to help me fight these corrupt individuals who are currently ruining my life and my mental stability. Or C, paying off the car for what little I decide it's worth, which is probably about $1,000, and using the rest to try and fix it or sell it, trade it in, just get it out of my life. Even $1 helps. Anything helps. I'm not asking for a handout here, but if anybody watching this video has any experience dealing with Credit Acceptance Corporation out of Dearborn, Michigan, and you know how much of a nightmare those people are to deal with, you can definitely understand where I'm coming from. So, without further ado, I'm here. If anybody does like to donate from this YouTube video itself, as this is a live video, as it's easier to record a live video and upload it as opposed to recording the video from my phone and uploading it, which takes days because satellite. So I will leave the link to the GoFundMe in the description of this video, and this video will also be posted to the GoFundMe page once it is up later this afternoon. Any donation helps. GoFundMe does take a fee. I think it's like 2.9% plus 30 cents. I don't exactly know how all that stuff works, but my friend suggested trying this one more time, as this is literally, as the title says, the last shot.
This has been Joe from Lobo Gaming, and I do hope you guys take the time to consider donating to the GoFundMe. Anything helps. And I will see you guys hopefully soon. Peace out.